So in today's video, everyone, we are going to be looking at 9 Pokemon and 3 teams that are looking really strong for the Retro Cup. These are 3 teams that, in my opinion, are going to perform really well. These 3 teams are very on the meta. Obviously, if you like to run Spice, maybe these are not for you, but I always try and put out the best teams that I think are going to be really powerful and do really well for you. Get you climbing up the elo, climbing up the ranks. So as always, before we jump into it, guys, please do consider smashing that subscribe button if you're enjoying my content, sticking a like on the video because that would really help me out. Let's get straight into it then. So the first Pokemon we're going to look at, it's number 1 on the list for the reason it is Lickitung. This is a hell of an investment. It took me a while to get mine ready. So Lick, Body Slam, Power Whip is the moveset. Body Slam is a legacy move, so if you don't have it already, you will need to use an Elite Charge TM. So some good wins: Jellicent, Trevenant, Frostlass, Altaria and Walrein. So it breaks that core that we're so used to seeing in the Open Great League. Key losses to Shadow Machamp, Noctowl, Nidoqueen, Medicham and Deoxys Defense. Performance chart, insane. So powerful, Lickitung. If you do have one built or you have the resources to get one, I think you should definitely do it for this particular meta. Your rank 1 will be level 50 at 8-14-15. It's just so bulky, really is. It doesn't resist much. It does have that weakness to fighting, but it is really one of the best investments I've made. And I think mine only maxes out at like level 44, so if you do have the resources to build the 50, definitely worth doing. Okay, so for the safe spot for this team, we're going to go for Nidoqueen. We know what it's all about, very deadly. Poison Jab, Poison Fang and Stone Edge you're going to want on the meta for this one. So you get key wins against Noctowl, Altaria, you will beat Lickytung, Mew and Deoxys Defense. Key losses to Walrein, Medicham, Abomasnow, Cresselia and Trevenant. It's so reliable. We know what Nidoqueen's all about. Very strong lead, a really good switch option, which is how we're going to utilise it for this team, and a really good charger as well. The rank 1 will be 0, 15, 12. A few weaknesses in this meta to look out for, but many resistances there as well. So last but not least, our closer is going to be Altaria for this team, with Dragon Breath, Sky Attack and Moonblast. Key wins against Araquanid, Deoxys Defense, Medicham, Cresselia and Trevenant. Key losses to Walrein, Abomasnow, Frostlass, Machamp Shadow and Lickytung. Altaria's performance then, absolutely insane. You don't really want to utilise it as a switch option because Dragon Breath doesn't charge the quickest, but very dependable in every other aspect on your team. Rank 1 will be 0, 14, 15. Again, a couple of weaknesses to watch out for, but a lot of good resistances as well, especially for this meta. Moving on to our second team then, this is insanely meta. The first one is slightly more spicy. You've got to watch out for the ice types with that team. The first Pokemon we're going to start off with is Walrein. With Powder Snow, Icicle Spear, Earthquake, everybody should have one of these built. It is probably one of the best Pokemon in Great League. So good. Beats Trevenant, beats Altaria, beats Frostlass, Abomasnow and Jellicent. All the other ice types you're going to have to watch out for. Does lose to the Psychics, Deoxys Defense, Cresselia, Hypno, Medicham and then Lickitung as well. The performance chart speaks for itself. It just can fit in anywhere on your team. Really good lead, really good switch. Falls off a bit as a closer, but if you want to use it there, by all means, it's very powerful wherever you place it. Rank 1 is 0, 12, 15, and then it's got such good resistances for this meta. As Walrein always seems to do, it's ever dependable. Moving on then, safe swap, Trevenant. We know it was coming, the Walrein Trevenant core, wherever it's allowed, it will always be prevalent. So Shadow Claw, Seed Bomb, Shadow Ball on there. It beats everything that Walrein struggles with. That is a shot. Deoxys Defense, Medicham, Cresselia, Jellicent and Frostlass. Key losses to Walrein, Lickytung, Alola Marowak, Araquanid and Altaria. Again then, very strong as anywhere on your team. Lead, switch, closer, hits so hard and is always dependable. 0, 15, 15 will be your rank 1, and then so many good resistances there. And then for our closer of this team, we're going to have Deoxys Defense with Counter, Psycho Boost and Rock Slide. Key wins against Walrein, Shadow Machamp, Abomasnow, Noctowl and Lickitung. Key losses to Frostlass, Altaria, Cresselia, Medicham and Hypno. It's just a really nice all-rounder. Deoxys, it's bulky, it has that counter and just gets the charge moves off really fast. Rank 1 will be 10, 15, 13 and not too many weaknesses or resistances there to shout about. Moving on to our third and final team then, everyone, we have got Araquanid as the lead with Bug Bite, Bug Buzz and Bubble Beam. I did use Araquanid as a lead in one of my other videos. I will put that above. So powerful. Key wins against Cresselia, Walrein, Deoxys Defense, Medicham and Trevenant. Key losses to Altaria, Lickitung, Alola Marowak, Jellicent and Cofagrigus. So yeah, it's a really strong lead. Charges fast, a really good attacker. Your rank 1 will be 0, 10, 15. and definitely good resistances for this particular meta with water and ice being resisted. If you haven't built one of these already, I definitely recommend it. Very, very powerful in these limited metas. Safe swap then, we're going to go for Cresselia with Psycho Cut, Grass Knot and Moonblast. Key wins against Shadow Machamp, Medicham, Walrein, Mew and Deoxys defense. Key losses to Frostlass, Abomasnow, Lickitung, Altaria and Jellicent. Performance chart is such a good all-rounder. We know what Cresselia is about. It's got bulk, it's spammy, really cause your opponent some problems if they're not ready for it. And the closer for this team, we're going to go for Dragalge. I used Dragalge in one of my teams recently in another limited meta, and it was really powerful. That Dragon Tail hits so hard. And obviously it charges actually pretty quickly as well, with Aqua Tail as a spammy move and Outrage as like a nuke, but it seems to get to Outrage quick as well, so I think that does catch people out. I landed a lot of Outrage when I was using it, so I think it's a sleeper pick, to be honest. I think I'll be using it in this limited meta again. Very, very strong. So key wins, Marowak, Alolan Shadow, Lickitung, Jellicent, Cresselia and Deoxys defense. That shows you how powerful it is, because those Pokemon on that list are very bulky. So key losses to Walrein, Trevenant, Medicham, Frostlass and Araquanid. What I found though, even with Pokemon it loses to, that Dragon Tail chunks so hard. Performance chart then, very good lead, very good charger, so probably want to use it more on the lead, but it's, you know, if shields are down, you land an Outrage, it's going to be bad news for your opponent, so the closing score could be a little higher. But rank 1, 0, 15, 13, and then all those resistances. It's such a good Pokemon. It's always lower on the list in these metas, probably because it's weak to ice, but it really is a powerful choice. So that is it for our 3 teams, everyone. I'll put them in the team builder now, and you can have a look how they're stacking up against the rest of the meta. So our first team up on the scoreboard is Lickitung, Nidoqueen and Altaria. B for coverage, A for bulk, B for safety, A for consistency. Meta scorecard looking very powerful there, with an answer to everything. And the potential threats, again, there is nothing that you cannot beat there. Have to watch out for an opposing Nidoqueen, but it's a close matchup with the rest of your team. Like I said, this team is pretty weak to ice. I realised after building it, but you know, if you can work your way around that matchup, or the opponent doesn't bring any ice, you're going to have a really nice time in this meta, especially because of Lickytung with an 85.2% win rate. It's so powerful, and Altaria 86.6%. Insane. So work your way around the ice, and this team is an absolute beast. So our second team up on the scoreboard, Walrein, Trevenant and Deoxys defense, that ever reliable duo. We've got A for coverage, B for bulk, A for safety, B for consistency. Looking up against the meta, there is an answer to everything, I think, apart from Araquanid there. Got to watch out for opposing Araquanid, and the same on the potential threats. But obviously it's going to be a close match between all of your Pokemon and Araquanid, and there's nothing else on the list that you have to watch out for, whereas you do have an answer to everything on your team there. As for the win rate there, nearly 80% for Walrein, 78.4 Trevenant, 84.1% for Deoxys defense. I think that's going to be a bit of a sleeper pick. It's so low on the meta, but put it into the team builder here, and it's ranked 84.1% for win percentage. So, you know, sometimes bulk is best. So our third and final team then of Araquanid, Cresselia and Dragalge up on the scoreboard. We have got B for coverage, A for bulk, B for safety, B for consistency. Looking at the meta, this team does struggle more against Frostlass. It's going to be a close match between all your Pokemon, Altaria and Coppergrigis. Apart from those 3 though, and bearing in mind it's a pretty close match between your Pokemon and those other Pokemon, I still think this team could have a lot of play, especially because of the bulk of it. It hits hard. Like I said, if you can get shields down, Dragalge in the back with that Outrage really is a powerful Pokemon. It's so underrated in my opinion after I used it in a previous rotation. So good. Win percentage then, Araquanid 73.9, same for Cresselia, and 77% for Dragalge. See, again, that win percentage is pretty high, but Dragalge's rated quite low on the meta. It is, you know, sometimes worth putting some Pokemon in if you like a particular choice for a meta and it's ranked low. Put it in here and you can see the win percentage. It actually might perform better than you think, so that is always worth doing. So that is it from me, everyone. 3 solid looking teams for the Retro Cup. Obviously no team is perfect, but I know I'll be giving at least 2 of these teams a go, maybe all 3. I'll see how I get on. If I enjoy one, and I'll definitely continue to use it. The Walrein, Trevenant, Deoxys defense team looks very strong. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to find a better team than that with how good that duo is, but I've just given you some other options that you might want to try. if that core does fail you. So that is it from me, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to check out these teams, this content. I really do appreciate all the support. If you could smash a subscribe onto the channel, that'd really mean the world to me. Stick a like on the video, that really helps me out as well. And then I'll see you in the next one.